Hey, good morning or afternoon, as the case may be. This is Lauren from FuturesTradingCompany.net, and this is a recap of our morning trading for November 29th, 2011. The prior day, we had a very strong uptrend market, and so we were expecting some carry through today to the upside, which would not have been completely unusual or unexpected. So our bias, at least coming into the day, was to take trades to the long side, at least initially. And early in the morning, when I was up and got the charts open, we actually had three of our four trend indicators were indicating up. The 60, 30, and 15 minute daily pivot were all indicating an uptrend. The 15 minute was at 5 a.m. at least was down, but it later did turn up a little bit. So we were looking for long trades at least at the start of the day. And our first trade was taken at 6:50 a.m. Pacific time, and here's that trade. Again, market had been open, had run up to a high here, made a little swing high of 544. That was a higher swing high than the previous swing high, and it came off of a higher swing low down here at 0.1. Price moved back and tagged the 89 exponential moving average, the 89 EMA. And then we got a trigger long right here on this bar at 650. High of the bar was 11,545, so we entered the trade. Very next bar 11,546, and we were long. Placed our stop below the prior swing low at 11,525. So our trade was set, and we were looking today for three targets of 10, 15, and 20 points on the three contracts. We were not, because of the type of day we were in, not looking to do a trailing stop running contract exit. We were looking to take three targets. On this particular trade, the price reached our first target at 11,556, and actually was at that price through three bars of trading, hit that price, and we were filled at the price 11,556 for our first target. But then, as you see, the price retraced, stopped us out at break even on the prior two contracts, on the last two contracts. So our profit on that was only 10 YM points. Here's a trade that I did not take, and I didn't take it because I was not liking the advanced decline. And what was happening there was not really showing a strong increase in advances over declines. Tick chart was still really been going back and forth around the zero line, not really a strong upticks. So I did pass on that trade. It would have been a profitable trade. We would have hit two of our price targets and been stopped out at break even on the third contract. But again, I passed on that trade. The next trade that we took was at 714, and let me scroll over here and show you that trade. And that was a very nice trade, worked out very well. Once again, we had the price that had moved back up above the 89 EMA. The JTHMA had also crossed there. We had a small price retracement, a retracement on the JTHMA, and then a turn back up. We had our entry triggers fire off, and we entered that trade at 11,586. A stop below the swing low at 11,567, and that hit all three of our price targets. 11,596, 11,601, and 11,606 was our final exit on that trade, for a total of 45 YM points. And we got to a high actually on the chart here. It did reach a high 2 ticks above our 606 final target, so we almost got the exact top on that move to the upside. Our next trade came at 741, and let me come over here and show you this trade. This is a more of a discretionary trade on my part. The reason I took the trade is that we had a nice move up off the 89 EMA. Price had come back, tagged the 89 EMA. We had a turn up in the JTHMA. Price broke back above the exponential moving average, and I did take a long trade right here above that bar at an entry long at 11,593. When I take this type of trade, I'm very quick to exit it. Exit the trade, and I use a 50 tick Hinken Esche bar chart when I'm in a discretionary trade like this, and if I get 2 bars and the MACD on that 50 tick chart turns against the trade, I exit at the break of the second bar that had gone against the direction of the trade. That did occur in this trade, and fortunately the exit, the second bar on the 50 tick chart, HA bar, the low was 11,595, and so we exited that trade at a break even at 11,593. Our next trade at 755, and that was a short trade. And here we had all elements of our rules said yes, we can go short. 15-minute JTHMA was actually negative. Our price was below the 89 exponential moving average. We had a average that was sloping down. A small retracement on the JTHMA, then a rollover, and we had a price entry trigger fire on this bar, and we entered the trade at 11,574. Took some heat on this trade. The stop was placed above the prior swing high, and that's where we always place our stop. That was at 11,591. Price reached 11,585, so we were came within 6 ticks of taking a stop out on this trade, but then the price did roll back over, and we hit all of our price targets to the downside on the trade. Our final exit was at 11,554, and that came on this bar at 808. So really, the trade didn't take a great deal of time, but we did experience some heat on the trade. But we got all of our targets, and again, a nice 45 tick winning trade for the morning. Our last trade was at 8:25 a.m. Pacific, and this was a long trade, and here it is. Again, price had broken back above the JTHMA here. We were getting the movement up on the JTHMA, and we had a trigger fire off long and so I took that trade, entered it at 11,580. That's what I got price wise. The break of this bar was 587, but I had determined that I was going to try to get 580, which was the break of this first bar that had broken above the 89 EMA, and in fact the price did pull back enough, so I had a 580 limit order. I was filled and did not take a lot of heat after I got filled on that. Our stop was at 11,563, and price moved right up for us very nicely. Hit all of our targets. Our final target on this was 11,600, which again was 20 points from our entry, and that occurred at 8:35. So we were in that trade for about 10 minutes. Price did make a little higher high, got to a high of 11,607 until once again it rolled over and started to retrace. And now we are in dead zone area, not going to be taking any trades right now. So that was our morning trading. I hope you enjoyed the video, and just to let you know, coming in January next year, 2012, we will be ready to open our live Dow trading room, where you will see me calling these trades out live, watching my charts, and able to take the trades right along with me. Anyway, have a great day, and we'll post our video tomorrow morning as soon as we're done trading. This is production test number 2. Production test of November 29th, 2011.